Hell yeah! What is going on, everybody? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy DKEN, and welcome to my incredible podcast. Now, before we commence this episode, do not forget to Hulk smash that like button, subscribe to my fat ass channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button, and of course, as always, please sit back and enjoy the show. Let's get started. Our top story for today shall be Playmate Tessi has returned. Now, allow me to give all of you some history about this content creator. But before I begin, keep this in mind. For those of you that have already heard about this girl, all of you are already up to speed. However, for those of you that have never heard about this female before, I'll bring you up to speed. Here we go. When I first heard about this content creator, I saw her being featured on Dr. Demonic's YouTube channel, and I saw her being featured on an episode of Dr. Phil. The reason as to why she was on the Dr. Phil show was because she was simply a whole different level of a nutcase. She got caught on one of her live streams making fun of a cancer patient who had cancer. Maya, which is Playmate Tessi's real first name, noticed that the patient had a wig on, and Maya told the patient to take off her wig, and she had the nads to belittle the patient for simply having cancer and called her a loser. Let's roll this clip.
Take off your wig, you big bitch. Take off your wig.
I don't need
It is a wig. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Do you have cancer? Oh my god, do you have cancer? You are such a loser. You're wearing a wig because you're bald.
Now, keep this in mind, folks. This is just one of the several clips that I shall present to you during this episode, and we have a long road ahead of us. We shall be critiquing these clips one by one, and we shall point out the most heinous portions of these clips. With that said, let's go over what she said so far. I understand that we're only a few seconds in and we just started, but I need to point this out. It doesn't matter who you are. It does not matter where you come from. Anybody that would go near the idea, let alone act on that ideation of making fun of another individual simply because the other person has cancer or leukemia, I hope something bad happens to you. Something as serious as getting stabbed, shot, hit by a car. I hope any of those things like that happen to you, Maya, because it just goes to show that you're nothing but a shitty person with no ounce of decency in you.
Take off your wig. Don't be a pussy. Take off your wig, leukemia. You have fucking cancer. You're such a loser. Oh my god, I can't. People pay you to be ugly and bald.
When I first saw this video, at that moment, I thought to myself, what would motivate anybody to say something like that to a cancer patient?
No, people pay me because I'm dying.
You're such a fucking loser. Basically, you're getting a welfare for special needs.
Now, before I go any further, I understand that some of you may get triggered by some of the things that she said on these clips, but do not forget this. We're all in this together, and we will push forward as a team, and you are more than welcome to voice your opinions about this female on the description box below this video. By the way, for those of you beta male white knight simps that actually enjoy kissing her ass on social media on a daily basis, I don't care at all if you get offended over anything that I say. I shall continue making these videos because the world needs to see how much of a narcissistic bitch this female is. So shame on all of y'all white knight simps that love kissing her feet on social media, and check out what she says next in this clip.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
putting this in my video.
Yeah.
I'd get canceled, bitch. I'm never gonna get caught.
You're never going to get caught. Tessi, you understand that anything that gets put on the internet is permanent, right? Whatever goes up on your social media accounts, it stays there like mold. People will find it, and you got caught. Thus, you got punished for that. Specifically, your Twitter account got terminated, and your YouTube account got terminated. And this was your response to that situation. Allow me to read her response to all of you. Check this out. This was featured on Dr. Demonic's channel, by the way. Dear YouTube, I'm sorry that you are poor and jealous. Well, first off, you spelled the word sorry wrong, so let's continue. I'm sorry that you are poor and jealous of how beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, talented, and rich I am. You forgot to put commas in between several words, so that's 2 L's right there. This termination is racism and a lot of betrayal. Okay. You spelled racism wrong. You spelled betrayal wrong. How in the fuck is this considered racism? And lastly, how can you call this a betrayal? How did they betray you? You were the one making fun of the patient who had cancer. I will consider returning to your platform if you write me a long apology and beg me at YouTube. Altogether, how many L's did she receive while I was reading this tweet from start to finish? Let's see. 7 times, ladies and gentlemen. That is 7 L's that she received under the span of barely 60 seconds. That just goes to show how many things are wrong with her. And the fact that she threatened a social media platform to never return ever again. Yo, listen. You do not own shit. You must have forgotten that you are talking to a multi-billion-dollar platform that is in charge of your accounts. You created your account under this platform. That means you abide by the rules. And you pretty much broke all the rules more times than I can count. So for you to threaten to never return ever again, good luck with that, because that kind of attitude is not going to get you anywhere in life. Or better yet, I see that you are still physically attractive for now. That means you are in your prime for now. Watch what happens when you reach your expiration date. Not a single simp will give you the time of day. Let's continue.
I'll literally take all of your cancer money and like I'll sue you for all your wigs and cancer money. Oh my god, I'll literally sue you for all your chemotherapy. I know you've been filming the whole time because you think you're gonna cancel me and get clout off of me, and you're trying to get me to confess, incriminate myself. Yeah, nice try.
From you.
Nice try. I'll literally take all your cancer money. I'm gonna take your Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm going to sue you for all your wigs and chemo. Try me, bitch.
Well, here we are. She did get caught. Even though she claimed that she would never get caught, she did. Now look how far this situation has traveled. And by the way, folks, we're still not done with this clip. There's more.
Try canceling me and I will literally take your Make-A-Wish and all your cancer money. I'll sue everything. I'll sue you for all of your cancer and sue you for everything you have. I get it that you're jealous. Like, I don't have cancer and like my hair's real and I'm relevant and you're not.
I must say, like, this is simply an entirely different level of entitlement. Like, this is quite extreme. Tessi had the audacity to use her own beauty as a tool to belittle the cancer patient throughout that entire video. To put it straight to the point, this was the video that caused an avalanche full of problems, meaning it had repercussions not only towards Tessi herself, but her dad ended up losing his job after that video went viral weeks later. Like I said, we're just getting started with these clips. Let's continue to the next clip.
Yes?
I need you at my house. I'm gonna be home in an hour. You better not be there.
I'm trying to delete. I can't delete it.
Add it on.
I was sleeping. I didn't know you were screaming.
It just cost me my job.
What?
Get the out of my house.
I could leave.
Kia, get the out of my house.
I was sleeping.
My house. Go to a hotel. I don't give a get out.
I can't. I have no Wi-Fi. I can't book.
So let's start from this point and progress our way forward. At this point, as you have witnessed, her dad got furious with her because of the simple fact that she ended up costing her dad his job due to the video that she made of her making fun of that cancer patient. He decides to kick her out of his home. Like, right there, she's done. Now, what if I were to tell you that we're not even close to reaching the finish line? It gets even worse. Check this out.
He is saying that if I don't leave, that I will be like, he is threatening to hurt me, and he's coming back in an hour, and I have to leave immediately or he will harm me.
As all of y'all can see, she went out of her way to falsify a report to the cops claiming that her dad would hurt her. So right off the bat, that's perjury. Even up to this day, I still cannot understand why she is not serving jail time. Like, I guess it's because the authorities needed a little more proof, I guess, in order for them to meet that threshold, and then the court would have enough to find her guilty and then sentence her. But nope, let's continue hearing this bullshit.
I am 18, but there's no notice. I'm just being told right now on the spot. It's 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'm being told that if I don't leave, that I will be in danger, that my life is being threatened.
I need to stop the fucking footage right now. Let's review this portion of the clip right now. She said that she's 18, so that signifies that she should know right from wrong. But fuck it, she doesn't care. And at first, she said,
He is threatening to hurt me, and he's coming back in an hour, and I have to leave immediately or he will harm me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need to make this one thing perfectly clear, okay? Because I don't think almost all of you have spotted the first red flag. Seconds ago, she said,
He is threatening to hurt me, and he's coming back in an hour, and I have to leave immediately or he will harm me.
Then, after she said that, she said,
it's 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'm being told that if I don't leave, that I will be in danger, that my life is being threatened.
Folks, there is a clear-cut difference between somebody wanting to hurt you and somebody that threatens your life, okay? When somebody says that they want to hurt you, it suggests that an assault will occur. However, when somebody threatens your life by saying something like, I will kill you, that displays possible intent that somebody will die. Do any of y'all fucking see where this is going? This is one golden key reason as to why I'm fucking furious that she is not serving jail time just because she a fucking female and therefore all females get fucking special treatment. Let's continue with this fucking clip.
My dad is threatening to sue me because I fell asleep on a live stream and my dad was screaming at my sister and my viewers leaked the clip of him yelling and he's threatening to sue me.
Now, at this point, I was struggling to push forward when I first saw this clip because at that moment I realized that she told 3 very different stories altogether and the authorities did not care. They did not give 2 fucks about the fact that she told 3 different stories in a matter of several minutes, like under 5-10 minutes. I would love to speak to the detective who got put in charge of this case because the way he handled it was very sloppy. If I were the detective, I would have demanded her to take a polygraph examination. That way all the bullshit stops on the spot. None of her lives would be safe at that point. Let's push forward on the clip.
I don't remember exactly what he said.
I don't remember exactly what he said. That bitch got away with everything. She no shit lied to the cops, which is known as obstruction, by the way, not perjury. I'll get to the difference between obstruction and perjury later, okay? I made a mistake earlier saying that it was perjury, but I'll get to that later. So she lied to the cops by telling them 3 different stories. Her dad just got fired, and he was on his way home after telling his daughter to get the fuck out of his home. She eventually relocated to a different location. It was in a hotel room, I assume, not too far away from where she used to live. But before we progress to that portion of the clip, let's finish up with her 911 call.
And then my sister's banging on my door, and it's really scary, and my dad's like threatened to kill me multiple times.
Does he have any weapons within the
Yes, he has multiple weapons, and I do. And it's like, I don't know how he even got access to the weapons he's got. He has serious mental disorders. He has multiple guns. He has swords. They're everywhere. I really think he's gonna kill me. Please have someone come.
Well, I'll tell you this, she did a good fucking job portraying herself as the fucking victim. She should have gotten an Oscar for being the best fucking actress in the country, I'll say that. And I will also say this, she is no doubt in my mind a very skilled narcissistic liar. Very skilled. If it was truly in her intent to trash everyone around her, well, congratulations to her. You know, I applaud her initiative for doing that, and she got what she wanted. After she placed that 911 call, she took off without hesitation and appeared to be settled down in her hotel room. Then she gets a call from her dad, and he says this.
Do you want me to take you off of live stream?
No. It's very despicable of you. You can leave me because I have some things to say, and they should hear it too. You are a narcissistic drama queen, okay? You are.
Even though those were some harsh words, that is an accurate description of Tessi. It basically shows you who she really is because it shows her true colors.
All of this is you're doing because you can't do the basic things like bathe, take a bath.
You know what? That is fucking disgusting. I'm willing to bet anything that her pea sleeve smells like fish, and the fact that she has thousands of fucking beta male white knight simps kissing her ass on social media. I got a message for you. If any of y'all get lucky to go over there and visit her and go out with her on a date, just be careful with her. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's continue.
He's talking to
And
himself.
make some money and get some 15 minutes of fame.
I mean, who do you think you are?
Is that what you're going to do next? Drop a rap album? You have your life. Enjoy your life. But what you've done today, what you've been doing, is I don't even know you anymore. It's a cold, hard reality awaiting you.
Oh, you could save your breath because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Save your breath.
I wish you the best. Goodbye. You're dead to me.
So that concludes this clip, and you know what? The clip can speak for itself. The evidence is right there before your very eyes, and I feel terrible for the dad that had to put up with a whole different level of narcissistic drama and bullshit from this creature that he brought into this world. If that was my daughter, I would have gone beyond what the dad did. First, right off the bat, if I would have gotten fired on the spot, I would have disowned her on the spot after reaching my breaking point. Then I would have kicked her out of my home and she would live in the streets. Simple as that. But every dad is different, so not every parent is going to agree with my method, and that's okay. Now let's advance to the next clip. And then this one, this is where Tessi's dad comes on live on YouTube and he pours his heart and soul out and points out the circumstances of this situation. Let's check it out.
Maya West, since you want to, dox me and put my home address out on the internet.
I will say this real quick. If that were my daughter and she did that to me, I would quickly speak to an attorney just to protect yourself legally. I'm just letting you know that up front. Let's continue.
Blast me and my social media accounts and the things that I'm trying to do with my life in the world. I'm doing this live as kind of my response to that.
Here's the good news. We just got her first and last name in this video. This is all we need. All we need is a face, first and last name, and we're good to go. However, the bad news is you do not know who will show up at his door. And if I was in his position, I would not take that lightly. After getting fired and getting a false accusation thrown at my face, I would literally disown this creature and literally press charges on her if that was my child. I'm just saying. Moving on.
Now, I'm not trying to seek retaliation. I'm not. I really am not trying. I'm not trying to be vindictive.
So up at this moment, I started to become quite certain that this guy was truly innocent. And like I said, if I was in his position, I would have given harsher punishments towards Tessi if she was my child. Now, for him to say that he was not seeking retaliation, that demonstrates a high level of maturity. So that's why at this moment, I started to believe him more. Let's continue rolling the clip.
But Maya, you just started being an adult, and you've never had to pay for really anything in your life. You've never had to be responsible for bills.
So she never really offered to help the family in any way, shape, or form. That's just wonderful.
But that all ended last night because you decided to call the cops thinking that I'm going to threaten your life and kill you, which there is no record of that.
So there's no record of that. She never even offered to pay for any bill, never offered to pay for anything, doesn't fucking bathe. Let's not forget that. That's a golden key detail, gents. To all of you simps that are kissing her ass on social media, like I said, be careful that she doesn't stink up the place. I'm just saying. The point I'm trying to make is she took everything away from him all in one night. Now, what does he have left? Now he has to go out there and find another job, and I don't know how long that's going to take. As for Tessi's mother, well, we don't know much about her because Tessi's dad doesn't say much about her. So overall, it does sound like this is a broken family. But I can see that Tessi's dad has intent to want to make things right. He even said that He even said that she did this just to get attention and views and more subscribers, things of that nature. Let's continue.
More to the point, yes, I'm pissed. I'm angry. Who wouldn't be angry right now?
Sir, if I were you, I would speak to an attorney and let him lay out all of the options you got on the table. If he tells you that you can press charges on her, if I were in your shoes, I would do that ASAP. I would not wait for the last minute. I am just saying because I think you are truly innocent. Moving on.
But what I never consented to was being part of her live stream and her recording while she's sleeping and capturing the altercation that happened between me and her younger sister, Tia.
So not only is Tessi guilty of sin for committing obstruction, but it sounds like she's also guilty of unlawful surveillance. Now, here's the bad news, and I looked this up on Google. If you type these following words on the search engine, does Texas have unlawful surveillance? It will tell you that Texas is a one-party consent state. But I would not give my hopes up if I was in his position. Again, speak to an attorney and see what he could do for you. Let's continue the clip.
I do have a temper. I admit that. And I'm actually got anger management classes scheduled. But what you're doing, Maya, is malicious. It's vindictive. It's negative.
I could not agree more, and it sounds like this guy is trying to improve himself and learning how to be a better person. Let's continue with the clip.
I was up till 6:30 in the morning watching your bullshit live stream where you're going after people because of either a disability, their ethnicity, or disease, or a thing like cancer. That is horrible. And the problem is I'm as your father, this is not the person that I raised. I did not raise you to be evil. You're completely capable of rescuing yourself. But no, you got to be the damsel in distress. You got to play the victim. But at the time you're doing that, you're going after people and you're causing damage.
The damsel in distress, allow me to add on to that. She chose to play as the damsel in distress because that is exactly the fake image that she uses towards the outside world. That falls under narcissistic qualities, and it looks like she's proud of herself when she acts that way. Let's progress.
Come after me, Maya. You can come after me all day long. You could talk shit about me all day long. You could talk about my books. You could talk about my career. You could just come after me. I'm an adult, but your sister is a minor. Your sister has had to be front row and center to all your drama for the past 8, 9+ years. I saw the comments about, she needs mental health help. Me and her mother have spent over $40,000 in the past 7, 8 years on her mental health and well-being. She has been to psychiatrists and psychologists in Germany, in Arkansas, and in Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have been attacking this guy and talking shit about this guy, and you know who you are, just fucking stop right now. Just stop. I think I've seen enough of this drama spiral out of control, and I think I have enough to conclude that this father has been innocent the whole time, and the people that fired him should have been informed that he was being framed the entire time by his own daughter. I wouldn't be able to handle something like this at all if I was a parent, if I was in his shoes. I probably would have lost my shit and done something violent towards Tessi if she was my child. I will be honest with you on that one. Let's continue with this clip.
She's been on multiple medications, had multiple diagnoses. So as a parent, yes, it's my job to make sure that any concerns for both her mental and health well-being gets addressed. The last doctor she went to, she flat out refused the medication because she quickly looked up the side effects and saw that weight gain was a possible side effect.
Well, I'll say this. Weight gain is a common side effect when it comes to medications because there are some meds out there that feel like legit sedatives and heavy ones. I'll be fair on that one. Moving on.
And when she asked for certain medications that he was not comfortable prescribing for, because she did her research, she basically wanted uppers because she wanted to lose weight. But he refused. He said, this is not safe for you. And she essentially walked out and refused this treatment. That was the very last doctor she ever went to.
So everyone has their own opinions about their own doctors, okay? However, judging by what the dad is saying, it sounds like the doctor was trying to do the right thing for Tessi, but then again, I don't know what happened between her and the doctor, so I cannot step on anybody's boundaries where I do not belong, all right? Let's continue.
It's not the person that I raised. It's not the person that she was when she was young. We were in Cabot, Arkansas because she was being bullied. And so one of the main proponents of me taking her from Arkansas, moving down to the Woodlands, was to give them opportunities, access to better education, and to get them into a multicultural, diverse environment community so she wouldn't be bullied like she was in Arkansas. All of that I did for her as her father.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to conclude this clip right here, and here's what's going to happen. I'm going to split this into 2 parts. So consider this part 1 of the Playmate Tessi saga. The reason I'm splitting this up into multiple components is because this is way too much for me to take in. I cannot see this father suffer anymore. So in conclusion, there are several points I would like to address here. 1, do not do what this female just did. Do not make fun of someone because they have cancer or leukemia or any of those things. 2, her YouTube account may have been deleted. However, she did create a second account under the same name. So if any of you are really that curious about her new channel, I'll put it down as a source, but she's not going to last that long. I promise you that. I would say she does not have a lot of time left in order to enjoy her extravagant lifestyle. Her new accounts, regardless of what the platform is, it will get deleted quite soon. 3, to Tessi, I say this. How fucking dare you falsify or report to the cops against your own dad saying that he'll kill you? Like, that's a whole different level of disrespect. I would never forgive her if she did something like that to me. If she was my child, I would never forgive her at all. 4, to the dad, I'll say this. I would never be able to endure such damage that you have been enduring during this whole drama saga from start to finish. I would not make it. I wish you nothing but the best of luck in your endeavors, and do not forget, speak to an attorney to protect yourself, okay? That's all I got for now. So, this concludes part 1 of the Playmate Tessi saga, and part 2 shall be coming soon. So with all that said, this concludes this episode of my incredible podcast. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to Hulk smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Share this with your boys and your families. Follow me on Instagram. Smash that bell notification button. And every single one of you, have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace out.